So I showed up at my storage building. We had just finished moving all the books yesterday. I had another storage building across the way over there, and we had just finished moving them yesterday evening. And this shelf had the most weight on it by far. These aren't industrial shelves. I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money on them. So these are almost the cheapest shelves that you could buy. And I could barely open my storage building this morning because this whole shelf had collapsed. So now I have to stack these up and do something else with them. But kind of show you around the building now. So I have all these books. These green books were on top here. And so I took those and stacked those up over there. These that are stacked. They're on as you can see, they're on there. They're on a shelf, but there's no additional shelf. So it's all stacked up. So all of those and all of these that are in the floor is one volume. It's one set. And so then I bought these other shelves like this. And these books aren't as dense, I guess, or I don't know how you want to say them, but like these shelves held a lot more weight than all these do. So all these green ones are one set, and all the blue ones one set. Then these purple ones, we have one set. All of these shelves are one set, and these are really light. Like these, or comparatively speaking, they don't weigh as much. They're not as dense, I guess, books. So that's another set there, and then another green set that's separate from the set that you saw a while ago. And then I do have like all my history books and stuff that I have been posting. I've been putting over here, and then I have these mostly divided by set. So you can see this is about water and government, and then the civil statutes, the civil books, and then we have civil statute books, and then Constitution, local government, all kinds of different books, bankruptcy books on the bottom. And then so these books, even though they look like that first set that's on the ground over there, they're made by the same people, but they're a different type of book. So there's bankruptcy books. This is really the only shelf that I'm concerned about, this shelf right here and this shelf right here, because they are sagging the most. So if any of them fail, it'll be these two. So I'm going to support those up and try to get them where they're not sagging, and maybe it won't bust open on me or anything like that. But then I have this other shelf right here. So all these blue ones are one continuous set, and then these ones on the bottom down here go with these up here. So this is all the books that I have. I'm lying to you. There's 4 boxes here that are one set that I haven't posted. Everything else has been posted. And so I have those 4 boxes here, and they're older Texas report books, law books, 4 cases there. And I do have, I think 3 more cases of just regular books like these at the house. And my goal right now is to get all of them posted by the end of this week. And so I don't know if I'm going to do it, but that's what I want to do. Want to get all those done and out of my life. Like I said, everything else has been posted. I have sold some of these black books. If you've seen my other video, I had sold some of these black books before. And out of these sections, I've sold, I don't know, 20 or 25 of them. I don't remember exactly, but I have sold several of those. I have lots of people looking at these on eBay. I have some watchers on some of them. Right now, I think I probably have them priced slightly high for what I'm going to get out of them. They're cheap compared to what you buy them new, but high for reselling, I guess. So that's that. My original thought process on this building was I was going to leave all of this room empty so I can have tables and whatnot in here, but I didn't want to have to pay that extra storage every month just to house books. So we got them all moved over here. That's it. And I closed out my other storage yesterday. So So the rest of the storage looks exactly the same. I have all these shelves that are full or partially full. I am going to go through this week. The reason I don't know if I'm going to have all my books posted, I am going to pull out everything that is a certain price or below in the storage building. So a lot of these boxes that have CDs and DVDs and things like that of that nature, a lot of them are going to go away. Some of these smaller boxes are going to go away over the next week or two, depending on how much I get done. But I am going to free up a little bit more space. Everything over here is posted except the Lego stuff that's on top. Otherwise, everything is posted. Some of the bins are small like this. Some of them need to be consolidated. So like all these boxes down here are partially full. And so I brought my laptop with me today. And so I'm going to consolidate some shelves. So that way I feel a little bit better about myself. And that way I know I have a little bit more room going into garage sale season, which is upon us. And so that was my plan today. But I got to deal with this mess first. Okay, everybody, here's the spreadsheet that I made. I've went over this in a couple of the past videos, but I wanted to talk today about how I ended up my February. So up top, I'll explain how this works. I have the number listed on my main eBay channel, the price of those listed posts, how many I've sold, the number sold, and the dollar amount sold on that store. And then my secondary store, track the number listed and the dollar listed, the sold number and the dollar sold. And then Facebook, we got listed and posted and sold number and dollar. So January is in purple. That's all rolled up. Down here at the bottom, I have January. And then February, I have that rolled up. My goal on this store is to list 40 items per week. And this, in this blue section, is how much the average item was that listed. So basically this amount divided by this amount comes out to this amount. And same thing as we go through. I don't have a sold goal because that's kind of hard to manage, just a listed goal. Same thing on this page, on this store, 2 per weekday instead of 40 per week. So that's 10 per week right here. And then same thing over here, listed on Facebook, 2 per weekday is 10. Now, I'll tell you, some of these items I didn't meet the goals. I was out with COVID for what seemed like forever, and then Texas froze up on us. And so I haven't been to it in a state sale or a garage sale in quite some time. At least 4 weeks. I haven't been to one. So that kind of hurt some of my goals, but I did have some backed up inventory on this channel that I want to talk about. So starting with February, the first week of February, the magenta here rolls up. So if you add all of these in this column, you come to 347. So I calculated it a little bit different because I was trying to count how many books I was listing. And so these are actual number of books, not the amount of listings. And I changed that once I got down here to the second week. I stopped doing that. I will show you, I have a book tab down here. I'll show you here in a minute. So this first week, that's the total number of books, not listings. So a lot of the law books I'm selling like 10 to a lot or 20 to a lot or whatever it is. So these numbers right here are significantly less, but this is the amount that I have posted. So you can see that first week I did really well. Got a lot of them listed. This was the first full week after I bought that law library. So we'll move to, and so you can see there's not a whole lot of correlation here between listings and solds because books are a weird deal. If I went back and showed you my January, which I'm not going to, you can see it'd be like 20 listed here, 8 sold. 20 listed here, 10 sold. And so there was a pretty good correlation with the consistency of my listing versus what I sold. And so, so that's that. So we go through here. I had a good listing uh, in week one. The solds, um, I sold a pretty good amount, but some of those were really large items. That's 25 is not a good number of things being sold, but the amount is good. $2,600 is good. So then on my secondary account, again, I didn't have anything listed, didn't sell anything for that first week. Didn't list anything for that first week, and only sold a few items on that account. And then Facebook, I almost have nothing left that I can post on Facebook. So I do have several Wii's that I had posted for a while and just got around to selling here. And so I didn't list anything, but I did sell a couple Wii's. And so that's that first week rolled up. The second full week, I think this is the same thing. I don't think I listed 30. No, this one I did. So I listed 35 books, or 35 total listings. Most of them are books, and then didn't do anything for a couple of days, but ended up with 107 total listings for 2560. And you can see here it really doesn't correlate. Sold 25 again, same number, but the difference in price from that week to that week is astronomical. So on the other account, listed 22, which is good. That's double the amount that I wanted to do, and sold two more things for pretty good price. That's good for starting off a store. You gotta get started, and then I listed 3 things here. Don't remember exactly what they were, and sold. This was another Wii that I sold. So, so that's that. Week 3, I just listed. So this was the week that I was really not feeling well, and so I just listed a couple of days more to just to get something listed, trying to up my count here for that much, and then sold several things. That's pretty good week. 39 items. I would say that's roundabout where I would like to be. Between 30 and 40 items sold per week is a good goal if you can make one for that. But that's a good amount as well. No listings here, and sold 2 other items here, and then no updates on eBay. I'm on Facebook. And then the last week of February, trying to catch back up. I was feeling better this week, but just from being down, there was a lot of stuff that I had to do. And so I didn't really list that much. And you can see down here, these are 7 items for $3,100. Now those are 7 listings, and they're variation listings on there. So even though there's 3 listings on here, it has a bunch of different variations that you can sell there. And this is almost all the books. I only have a few. You can see early in the video I was talking about I only have a few books left to list, and hopefully I'll get most, if not all of them, done this week. So that's that. My weekly totals. So 24 total listings. Even though that doesn't sound like a lot, it was a lot of work to get these done. And then sold 22 items for $460. That's a pretty terrible week. And anytime I have a terrible week like that, I always chalk it up to not having consistent postings, and you can make that correlation here. Going through this other account, sold 1 item that week, and then sold 2 items on eBay. One of them was a Wii, and I don't remember what that $30 was for. I think that was some furniture or something. So that's my February rolled up. I listed 520 items total for that amount, $31,000. Then I sold 111 items for $51.83, which is pretty good. That's for the month. If I can break 5,000, that's a great month for me. Most of my months are around 4,000, so that's really good. Then over here, 22 items. That's not very much for $285. That should be a lot more, but again, it's almost like I took the whole month off, or at least it felt like that. And then sold not very much. And same thing on Facebook. through the warm months, this Facebook will pick up when I start buying bigger items. So that's that. So that's that tab. I want to go over to my books tab. Oh, I do want to say something about this. So, posted 31,000 this month. So I started off before I bought the books. I was around $14,000 on my eBay page of listed items, 14,000, and right now I'm at 35,000 or something. I'll look here in a second and give you an update. So, but let's go over to the books tab. So on this, I was counting the whole number of books because I wanted to find out exactly how many books I had. So when you see this 214, that's not 214 listings. That's 214 books that I posted. And so I have them added up here. So the total books posted is 1356 right now for this amount, $30,153. And then I sold 50 books for this amount right here, 1,052. I paid $1,000 for all the books. So I'm right at break even point on that, a little bit more. There's a couple of books that I sold here, down here at the bottom, one or two books. So like I said, I'm right at breaking even. This is the average book price that I have listed, and this is the average book price I've sold. And this percentage is the dollar amount of books that I've sold. So take this number divided by this number, and that's the percentage of dollar amount. So that's pretty good investment off of $1,000, especially with me already making my money back on it. Now I'm just sitting there waiting to make all gravy. Even if this 30,000 is way off, so what is that? 15 and another half. So I can run a sale with 75% off all books and still make a killing on this product, And I'm not done posting yet. I probably have another 100 or so, maybe 150, 200 books left to post in all the boxes. So it's probably closer to 150. So that's pretty good. Of course, I started off, I was trying to get a bunch of them posted right off the jump, and then sickness set in, and so then it got pretty sporadic as you go through here. But those are still big numbers to do. If I would have been consistent, like even on these days, I could have been done a lot quicker. But sometimes I just wasn't feeling like doing it. You see here at the end of the month, I have a bunch of new postings. These were in an extra storage building that I didn't have before I bought the books, and so it was being charged on the first. So we spent all that weekend, this last weekend, trying to take pictures of all the books and move them from my processing storage into my permanent storage building, which we did. So that way we didn't have to pay the extra $100 for the other storage. So we got all the books moved, and so that's why you see that big jump in numbers there. So that's what that looks like on the book end, and I will continue to track this as I go through here. Like I said, at some point I'm going to run out of books, so these will be zeros after this week probably, and then I'll keep up with my books. And you see, it's pretty consistent. One or two books every day being sold, which is fine. I don't expect to sell a whole bunch. Most of these are pretty obscure books. There's a bunch of law books, but also a lot of Texas history books. So let's go over to this Flip Journey Challenge. This is for my second page. Not my second page, my second eBay channel. And same kind of thing, like all the red and purple. Stop. All the red and purple here is stuff that I've already talked about in the past. And then the green I haven't talked about until today. So the reds I've sold since the last time I talked about. So these two items, this DVD and this PS3, I had 33 and 34 cents in and sold them for those amounts there. You can see here the amount of days it took to sell, minus eBay fees and minus shipping fees, and how much profit it is on this item. So this is pure profit, like all this made it. So then we got Dance Dance Revolution, Same thing, bought for 50 cents, so for 16, profit is 10. PSP game, bought for 4, so for 15. Um, I thought I did. I need to put the shipping amount. The shipping amount was probably $3 and something, so made $5 and some change on that one. I thought that was complete. Um, Pokemon game, bought for $3, so for 12, so that's 381 profit there. Doctor Doom figures, bought for 38 cents, so for 15. These prices include shipping. That's why I take the shipping cost off over here. Um, so $3 and almost $10 respectively. Um, these two items I bought for personal use. Well, I gave this one to my wife, and then I bought that one for personal use, so that's down there. I had some mice that I bought at an estate sale. Bought them for $4 a piece, sold them for that much a piece, so made between $17 and $20 profit on those. Minecraft as well, bought for $10, so for 24, so that's $6 profit there. Um, Disney Princess Wii bought for 2, so for 16, so that's 863 profit, and sold that the next day. So I might have had that one priced a little bit too cheap, but and then a Nintendo DS, brand new Nintendo DS. Um, did it have the box? It did have the box. So I bought it for $5 and sold it for 81. So that's after all the stuff, that's $56. And then I tithed on all of those sales that you saw in red there. So that takes that off of there. So right now I have listed about $1,000 worth of items in my secondary store, and so where are we at? 106 to 40. So that's 60 minus 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So stop. So 60 minus, so that's 55 items or so um, that I have on my secondary store. I sold $1,100 worth in these 2 months, and so my profit cash that I can spend, hopefully this weekend. And I'm lying to you. There's probably about 20 or so dollars that I spent this past weekend that I just haven't added into this spreadsheet here. But this weekend when I go garage selling, hopefully I'll get to spend all that money and take that profit back down, so that way I can build up more inventory. But that's it. I don't, most of this is video games and a few things that I bought at this one estate sale, but most of it was video games and stuff like that. I did buy some Lady Gaga Oreos because when I bought them, I ordered them online, and they were selling for like $15, $20 per thing, and now they're not. But either way, I'm gonna hold on to them for a little bit and see if they sell. But I did post them um, on this account here, so that is what it is. But anyway, thanks for joining into the channel. I'm gonna cut this video off. We are going to react to Coming to America. I have that posted on Thursday. Because the second version comes out Friday, and I am going to post that, like I said, in a couple of days on this channel. Me and my daughter are going to watch it. It's been a long time since I watched it, but I did want to react to it on this channel before the second one comes out. So if you're into that sort of thing, tune into that. I will probably be singing on that because all the Randy Watson songs and all that kind of stuff, I always sing out loud, even though I'm a terrible singer. Thank y'all for watching the channel, and we'll see y'all guys next time.